Hello, Namaste yogis. In today's pranayama practice, we are going to be bringing more awareness into the mouth and specifically to our tongue as well. We will be practicing Sitali Pranayama as well as Simhasana, lion's breath. So begin by coming to a seated position, and as we normally do, we're going to begin with a natural breath. So just tuning in, centering ourselves, grounding our energy, and coming fully into our practice. So as you come to a comfortable seat, you can cross the legs in front of you. If you want to come to a kneeling position, you may do that as well, using any supportive props to allow you to sit as comfortably as possible, to sit as upright as possible as well. And then resting your hands on the legs or in your lap, begin to close your eyes. Begin to bring awareness into your body, noticing the positioning of your legs. Trying to ground down through whatever is touching the floor. Maybe also if you have a pillow or bolster underneath you that you're sitting on, can you root down through your sitting bones? And through that grounding and rooting sensation, can you then lift and elongate through your spine? You may choose to roll the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down, or do that a few times if it feels good for you today. And then allowing the chest to be open and broad. The crown of the head lifting, and the chin gently drawing in and down, lengthening through the back of the head. And feeling your torso and your head in space, stacking the ears above the shoulders and the shoulders above the hips. So we're sitting as tall and open as possible. Allowing for that inhale to draw all the way down towards the belly and to feel the lungs fill up with that breath. And exhaling, just letting that breath feel released out of the nose. Just noticing the quality of your breath right away. How your inhales are feeling, if they're feeling shallow or deep, if they're feeling a little constrictive or expansive. And connecting to how your exhalations feel today. If they're feeling soft or maybe a little rigid. If the breath feels smooth or choppy. So we simply observe here for the first few minutes. And through this foundational level of observation, maybe some natural changes or transformations will occur with the breath. And we just notice that. Without forcing the breath in any way. Just allow the natural flow to occur. And as you observe the breath with even more attention, maybe begin to recognize the four parts of your breath. From the inhalation to that gentle pause at the top of the breath, your exhalation and the gentle pause at the bottom of the breath. Noticing this natural rhythm. Maybe moving into a more even pace to your breath naturally. Continuing to draw your full awareness into your body and into your breath for another minute. Trying to soften any tension in the body, any tension with the breath. The last 5 rounds. Maybe for your final round or 2 of breath, you breathe in through the nose and you release that breath out of the mouth. You've been sighing the breath out. And when you feel ready, beginning to blink your eyes open, taking in your surroundings once again. And we will begin to move into our first pranayama technique now. We'll be moving into Simhasana, or lion's breath. So to move into this pranayama, let's come onto our knees and our shin bones. So we're going to come into a kneeling position here. Now, traditionally, we have the knees a little bit wider and the big toes together, but if you feel more comfortable with the legs all the way together, then know that that's an option for you as well. So just being able to feel into your body and what feels best for you in this moment. And if this is too uncomfortable for you, you can also come to a seated position. But just traditionally, we're here on our knees. And for this pranayama practice, it's a very releasing technique. So any sort of tension that you might be holding on to, this breath is a really excellent pranayama technique to help you release any of that tension, that tightness you've been holding on to. It's a good way to just release any emotion as well, along with this breath. Anything that you're ready to let go of, let it all out. So we will be exhaling through the mouth and sticking our tongue out. So it looks a little funny in the face, but you will have your eyes closed. So do this without any expectation as to what it may look like within your face. That is okay. We'll be having our eyes closed during this practice. You'll place your hands onto the thighs, and I will demonstrate for you. As you take a deep inhale, you'll lift up through the chest, opening up into the lungs, opening up, pulling that oxygen, that air in. And as you exhale, you'll stick out the tongue and forcefully send the breath out of the mouth. You can bring your internal gaze towards your third eye as well as you practice this technique. So I will demonstrate for you, and then we will practice a few rounds of this together. We'll then take a little break, and we'll practice it a few more times. Okay? So closing your eyes, you'll take a deep inhale, filling up into the lungs. Exhale, sticking out the tongue, sending that breath out. Inhaling. Inhale. And a deep in-breath. I like to hold that breath in, just feel that energy in the body, and then gently letting it out. So I will blink my eyes open now. So that is one way to use this breath technique. Now, if you're ever teaching this technique with a group of people, you can offer them up to close their eyes if they feel more comfortable with that. You can also offer up that they keep the eyes open and they look up towards the third eye. Okay, so those are options for you with this technique. There are usually many options when it comes to our pranayama technique. So do what feels best for you. Again, this is a very releasing breath. Okay, so let's do this together now. We're going to do 3 rounds together, and then we'll increase that up to 5 for the next few rounds that we take with this as well. Okay, so bringing the hands onto the thighs. And let's just take a cleansing breath here in through the nose and softly out of the mouth. And then a deep inhale through the nose, filling up. Let it out of the mouth, stick that tongue out. Making that ha-like noise. Again, inhale through the nose, gazing up towards that third eye. Exhale out of the mouth, stick that tongue out. Maybe you try it with the eyes open this time, gazing towards that third eye. Deep inhale. Exhale, gently let that breath out. And sit with the effects of this pranayama, Simhasana, lion's breath. Taking a minute or two to simply process this breath technique, noticing any sensations within the body. Any changes to your mind. Maybe recognizing any feelings of lightness within the body or the mind or the heart. And take a few more conscious breaths, being aware of your energy. We'll move through another round here of lion's breath. So sitting up tall, hands to the thighs. We'll be moving into 5 rounds. If you want to stop at 3, then you're welcome to do that as well. If you feel that you can push it to 5, then let's go ahead and do the full 5 together. So getting yourself prepared, rolling those shoulders back and down, either eyes open, gazing up towards the third eye, almost as though you're sort of crossing the eyes a little bit, or you can do it with the eyes closed, so that's similar action as well. Sticking that tongue out, sending the breath out with that ha noise, full release with each of these rounds. So when you're ready, nice deep breath in through the nose, fill all the way up. Deep breath in. Soft breath out. Noticing the movement of energy. Perhaps that feeling of releasing what was inside of you. Cleansing the internal body, cleansing the mind. Finding greater clarity here. Connecting to anything that you're feeling. Perhaps even connecting to a lack of thoughts. About 30 more seconds here of observation of the effects of lion's breath, Simhasana. We'll move through one more round of practice, moving through 5 more cycles of this breath. Again, if you'd like to stop at 3, you're welcome to do that as well. So as you're ready, get yourself in proper position, remembering you'll be gazing towards that third eye, sticking that tongue out, and releasing fully with each exhalation. Let's take a deep inhale. Deep inhale. Soft exhale. Sitting in observation, staying in the same seated position, or if the feet or legs are uncomfortable in any way, you can come to a cross-legged position if that feels better for your body. Sitting here for about 2 minutes in observation. Noticing any sensations in the physical body. Any clarity to the mental body. Any feelings within that more emotional body. Noticing your own personal effects to this pranayama. And taking a moment now to recall how it felt to be working through lion's breath for yourself. For some, it may bring about a feeling of empowerment or this warrior-like feeling to the breath, the strength to the breath as you express and release noise, emotions, any tension along with that exhalation. By gazing towards that third eye, maybe you start to feel some intuitive guidance as well, tapping into that deeper inner wisdom. Sitting here for one more minute with the effects of that breath technique, softening into it, feeling into it even deeper. Last few breaths. Maybe a gentle inhale through the nose and a soft exhale out of the mouth. And when you're ready, blinking your eyes open. And if you're still in a kneeling position, then you're welcome to come to a seated position with one leg crossed in front of the other. And just getting yourself comfortable once again. Nice tall spine, open chest. We will now be moving into our second pranayama technique for today, which is Sitali Pranayama. So this is a cooling breath. So if you're ever feeling overheated at all, whether it is just through your daily life or through an exercise or even in a yoga class, this breath can be really helpful to help cool down the body. So what we'll be using again is we'll be bringing more attention into the mouth region. So traditionally, the way that we practice this cooling breath is to curl the edges of the tongue up and together. Now, if you can't do this with your tongue, then that's okay. Instead, then you can just make a little hole with your lips, just kind of pursing the lips together. And what we'll be doing is we'll be inhaling through the mouth. So through that small opening in the lips or through that curled tongue. And you'll notice as you breathe in the cooling effect to that breath. And then after you breathe in, you'll bring the tongue up to the roof of your mouth and you'll exhale through the nose. Okay, so we'll practice this together for a few rounds. We'll pause, we'll sit in observation, then we'll move through it a few more times so we can really feel the effects of this pranayama technique. Okay, so as you're ready, rest the hands in your lap or on your legs. And if you can curl the tongue, go ahead and curl the tongue and you'll breathe in. If not, make that little opening with your mouth, almost as though you're sipping the air through a straw, okay? And then we'll take a deep inhale, bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and exhale through the nose. So I can't talk us through this because of my usage with the tongue as well, but I will demonstrate with you. So if you would like, you can close the eyes or just gaze down at one spot. Begin to position the mouth and the tongue and take a deep breath in. Close the mouth, bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and exhale out of the nose. Do this 4 more times for this first round. Either through the tongue or like you're sipping that air in through a straw. After your exhale, just allow the jaw and mouth to relax, the tongue to soften, eyes closed if that feels comfortable, sitting up tall and observing. Taking a moment to reflect upon how that inhale felt around the mouth, the tongue. Did it feel cooling to you? How did it feel when you pressed the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth? How did the exhalation feel? And then sitting in observation with your energy, maybe to any subtle changes to your internal temperature of your body, maybe a calmness to the mind. A few more breaths. And keeping your eyes closed if that feels good for you, or you can open the eyes, either gaze towards the tip of the nose or down at the ground at one spot. And we'll begin again. We'll do another 5 rounds of this cooling breath. So, getting your mouth and your tongue all prepared and in position. And when you're ready, deep breath in. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Gently exhale through the nose. 4 more rounds on your own. Taking that breath in slowly, maybe pausing at the top of the breath. And exhaling gently. And after this exhalation, just sitting, observing, feeling. Being aware of any changes to your internal temperature, to your body, to your mind, to your energy. About 30 more seconds. And we will move through this one more time so you can really feel the full effects. You're welcome to move through 5 rounds once again, or if you want to move through less rounds, then that's okay as well. Go ahead and position that tongue or your lips, breathing in through the mouth, tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Exhale that breath through the nose, continuing on your own. If you were doing it with the tongue this entire time, maybe you try a few rounds through the mouth as though you're sipping that breath in through a straw. Keeping your full attention on this breath and taking one more round. Sitting for a few minutes, observing, feeling, noticing. Coming to a place in your mind where you're witnessing the effects to the body, to the breath, to the mind, to the heart, to the spirit. And recognizing when this breath technique may be beneficial for you. Staying mindful of what you're feeling inside. One more minute. And we will now be transitioning into our meditation practice for today. If you need to make any adjustments to your positioning and your body, please do that slowly and mindfully. If you want to switch the crossing in the legs or make any other adjustments. And coming back to a seated upright position, grounding through the lower body, elongating through the spine, and being aware of your head position here as well. Maybe drawing that chin down a little bit if it tends to jet forward. Lengthening from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. Relaxing the shoulders down. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. And if you would like to sigh it out of the mouth, that may feel nice for you right now. A few more rounds of conscious breath. We will be moving into a loving kindness meditation, Metta Bhavana. In this meditation practice, it is centered around this feeling of compassion, really connecting us deeper to others and connecting us deeper within ourselves from a place of love, of kindness, and compassion towards all. So as you sit here with your eyes closed, begin to bring your attention into your heart space. Maybe noticing any feelings there. If you're feeling any tightness, any constriction. And as you breathe in, can you send that breath to your heart space a little bit more? As I move into a Metta Bhavana meditation, I like to envision a light within my heart space. It may start off very small, like the size of a pea. This white light energy, or maybe the color could be green for the heart chakra. Just imagining that light. As you breathe into that heart space, that light begins to grow, begins to expand inside of your chest. Sensing into your heart chakra a little bit deeper. This energetic area that relates to relationships, of love, of compassion towards ourselves and towards others. Now, as you continue to breathe, I would like for you to bring into your mind's eye somebody that you love. And now imagine this person standing right in front of you. Perhaps with a gentle smile on their face and a smile on yours. As you imagine gazing into each other's eyes, feeling the sense of love that you have towards this person. Maybe a feeling of gratitude for this person being in your life. How does that feel within you? And as you look this loved one in their eyes, and they gaze right back at you, you silently repeat the words to this person. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. Repeating these words again as you imagine looking deeply into their eyes, from your heart to theirs, you say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. And one more time to this loved one, from your heart to theirs, you say, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. Keeping your attention within the feelings of your heart. Sitting with this feeling. And then you imagine this loved one stepping to one side of you. And now you bring to mind somebody that you don't know super well. Maybe it's an acquaintance. Maybe it's somebody that you work with who you see from time to time. Maybe it's a stranger that you encountered on the street. But imagine this person now standing in front of you, looking into each other's eyes and repeating those same words to this acquaintance or to this stranger. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. From your heart to theirs, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. One more time, repeating these same words to this person standing in front of you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. Imagine this person standing to the other side of you. And now, please bring to mind somebody who tends to challenge you. Somebody who may be a little bit more difficult to understand. And imagine them standing in front of you, looking into their eyes, from your heart to theirs, repeating these same words with that same feeling of love and kindness and compassion to this person who may challenge you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. One more time, from deep within your heart to theirs, with love and kindness. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. Now imagine this person standing beside you. Now imagine the whole world standing in front of you. Reconnecting to that lightness and that love that resides within your heart. And saying from a place of compassion towards all, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. Again, to the whole world, from your heart to theirs, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. Take a deep breath in. One more time, repeating these words to the entire world. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you be free. Sitting with this feeling inside of you as we come into a portion of our silent meditation. Maybe you choose to continue to send that breath to your heart space, continuing to fill it up with a feeling of love, with a feeling of compassion. You allow that energy to flow through you completely as we sit in silence, as we sit in our meditation. If the mind is drifting into thoughts, just acknowledge that, notice it. Maybe you choose to guide the mind back here into this moment, into any sensations or feelings. Maybe you allow the mind to rest within that space between your thoughts. Continuing here for about 5 more minutes, really dropping in. But if the mind is feeling distracted, that is normal as well. And you can try to simply guide the mind back into the feeling of your breath at any time. Beginning to reconnect with your breath. To feel that gentle flow of energy coming in on the inhale. Energy leaving on the exhale. Receiving that in-breath. Releasing that out-breath. Taking a moment to notice how you feel right now. How you feel within your body, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. And to complete our loving kindness meditation, I would like for you to bring one hand directly over your heart and bring the second hand on top of that first hand. And just feel your breath here. Feel that chest and that heart space expand on your inhale. And soften a bit more on the exhale. And to yourself, repeating the words, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be free. Repeating these words once again, deep down into your heart. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be free. And one more time, take a deep breath in, filling up that heart space, maybe keeping that light within there. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I be free. Either keeping the hands on your heart or lower the palms back down, or maybe flipping the palms up, feeling open. Noticing how you feel. Taking this feeling with you as you continue on with your day. And in gratitude, we'll bring our palms together at the heart for Anjali Mudra, bowing the head down towards that heart space, that place of inner guidance. Connecting with it here and being thankful for all that you have in your life and all that you are and all that you share in this world. Let's take one more deep breath together, filling up and softly letting it out. As you are ready, blink your eyes open, gently lift the chin. Thank you so much. Namaste.